Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the show that you've got to watch every Friday at 3 o'clock right here on YSN. It is the YSN Power Hour, brought to you by our friends at Toyota of Warren, DJ Gary Furr, and Hot Take Eric Hughes with you today. Sammy will join us shortly, and maybe a couple other cameos throughout the 1 hour time limit we have on this bad boy. Gentlemen, we are in week 8. Unbelievably, this is the second month of football we have been watching. We have been waiting for the true champions and the true game changers to emerge, and we have seen them come and we have seen them stay. Let's go around the horn real quick. Gary Altizer, who has been your team that has impressed you the most? Maybe not by the record, maybe by the record, but the team that has your eyebrow raised up this year.
I'm going to say from a very far distance, Louisville. I think everybody expected them to be down this year with graduating such a great player like they did last year. But I think they picked up right where they left off, and they've really won some games that I didn't think that they were going to. They continued to play well all through the season. I didn't see what they did last week. I was out of town, but I would say that's the first team that popped in my mind.
Furr, who is dressed to impress for you?
I'm going to have to go with Springfield this year. They've had 2 hard losses on the season. They've came back, and they've been doing really good so far in the back half of the season. I'm excited what they can do, and like Sam always says in the after week 4, like I never pick against them, only when they're playing one other team. But Springfield.
Hot take.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go with Louisville also. I've been covering them. I mean, obviously, the beginning of the year start off a little bit rocky, like trying to get used to the new offense. But they went from Vinny Blount to Michael Blount seamlessly. They lost a bunch of seniors. That didn't really seem to matter for them. They came out and dominated Middle Ridge and McDonald, who were supposed to be 2 really good opponents. And then they have a tough Jackson Milton team tonight. And well, I'll save the pick for later, but you kind of know where I'm going.
I have really been impressed, and I think we would be really remiss if we didn't talk about Lisbon and how incredible this run has been for the Blue Devils. I mean, they have been counted out. They have counted over. They have been buried. And here yet they get a huge win over United. Everybody says that's a fluke. All of a sudden they prove it wrong when Coach Hake's team goes in there with Valley Christian and Lisbon walks out with a win again. So Lisbon's a team that really has me intrigued, really has me interested. The leadership from Trevor Sifke and that squad. They've got a young running back in Hinchcliffe. And I really think that this could be a team that could present problems in the postseason for some of those other teams if they don't get a home field game in the playoffs. They could still travel well because you know what they say, boys, defense and running always travels well in football. So we'll see how it goes. But congratulations to all the teams thus far here through 8 weeks. It has been a fun season. It's been a fast season, and we're looking to keep things rolling here in week number 8. All right, boys, you know the rules. You got to pick one. Talk about who you like, and we're going to start with Camel Memorial taking on Brookfield. Nate DeCross and Quinn Pushkar have the call for us tonight. Gary, lead us off.
Don't know much about either one of these teams. I'm from what I know, I'm going to go with the Warriors tonight.
Brookfield for 1. All right, Furr, how about you?
Kind of in the same boat as Gary. Let me give me Brookfield.
All right. Oh. And the OG himself, Mr. Sam Torres, joins the call. We'll wait for 1 second, Sammy. We'll get your intro. Eric Hughes, who do you have, Brookfield and Camel?
I don't know much about Brookfield, but I just know it's been a rough season for Camel so far. So I'm going to go with Brookfield.
Okay. Sam, first pick. Sorry.
I'm going to go you said Brookfield and Campbell?
Yep.
I'm going Brookfield on this one.
Okay. Sam, we just went over who has been the most impressive team to us this season. Maybe not by records, maybe by records. Who has been a team that stood out to you and you said, wow, this has been an interesting year for this team?
It's probably the easy pick here, and I obviously I didn't hear everybody else's answers this year, but I think for me personally, Ursuline actually living up to the Ursuline name this year has been the most impressive for me. Ursuline is a name that, even prior to being on YSN, I knew about this team. It was a team that's been feared. This year, it's no hype. It's all reality, all bite, no growl. Ursuline's most impressive, I think, for the year.
Well played. Nobody said Ursuline. So we got we had two what do we have? Two Ovilles. We had a Springfield, a Lisbon, and an Ursuline. So not too bad. Not too shabby, boys. Going around the horn. And that is unrehearsed, by the way. So kudos to all of you guys. Champion and Crestview. Tony Perazio has the call for us from the Rebel Den. Sammy, who do you like?
So this one, Champions had some up and really down games this year, and Crestview, I haven't picked them, I don't think, once this year. So I think I'm going to go out on a limb for this one. I'm going Rebels. Give me Crestview.
G.
Yeah, I think Crestview, they just got a win last week or the week before. Seems like they're growing. I'm going with Crestview on this one.
Fur?
Give me they're not black and gold. Are they yellow and black, or are they black and gold?
Oh, they're black and gold. How dare you?
They're black and gold. Okay, then give me Crestview.
It's black and yellow, but
You're going black and gold?
oh, my turn now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the black and yellow on this one.
Who's the black and yellow?
Crestview.
Black and gold, man. Black and gold.
Look at the helmet. It's yellow. Look at the uniforms.
Their helmet's black.
I mean,
With the yellow logo. With it.
In those guys' defense, there's a whole Wiz Khalifa song, so I think I would be leaning into the black and yellow.
Every Crestview person is just rolling their eyes right now. Just rolling their eyes. Hughes, I'm moving you up, and I'm moving Gary down because just from a standpoint of it looks better with the sponsorship. Gary had a wart growing out of his head, and Toyota weren't sponsoring. Let's go, gentlemen. The Columbiana and East Palestine game. We've got Tim and Dan Figley on the call. This one in East Palestine. This one they call the game. It is a huge rivalry in the village of East Palestine in the city of Columbiana. It has not gone the way of the Bulldogs in years past. The Traveling Trophy hasn't been home in East Palestine for 6 years. Tim Figley did a wonderful report, an interview with Coach Dempster. Gentlemen, where does the Traveling Trophy go after tonight? We'll start with Mr. Gary Altizer.
Yeah, Columbiana's record, I think, is deceiving because they've played some really close games. And, they got to win over that Lisbon team that you're talking about. The potential is there for them. And I think these last 3 games of the season, you're going to see them go on a winning streak here. I'm going with the Clippers.
All right. Fur?
Give me the Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Comes home to Bulldog country, says Fur. Hughes?
You said Columbia has won the last 6 matchups?
Yes.
That ends tonight. Give me the Bulldogs.
Oh, baby! Sammy?
This is going to be a fun game to watch. I think East Palestine is going to go out there and give it a really good go. But the trophy is going to have to go through security tonight. It's going on a plane. Give me the Clippers.
All right. East at Struthers, Steve Hodge and the Juice, Tommy Otto have the call for us. Let's go. Hughesy, why don't you start us off with this one? You're a Struthers boy.
Struthers is clicking this year. Give me the Wildcats.
All right, Sammy.
Yeah, I know that this one is going to be a surprise pick, but I'm actually going with Struthers on this one. I think Struthers, it's Wildcats.
We haven't done that this year. That's old school.
NEH's tough. We're not the first time we're gonna say it, not the last. Give me the NEA team. Give me Struthers.
Yeah, Struthers, tough team. Every week it seems like we're talking about their toughness, and I don't know. They're just one of the teams that impressed me this year. I'm going with Wildcats. Let's make it a sweep.
Sweep. All right. Edgewood at Conneaut. Wow TV has us covered. Our partners over there. Sammy, any background on this one?
Yeah, so this one, the interesting tidbit that I have on this one, it's actually the oldest surviving rivalry in Ashtabula County. These two teams have played each other the longest. It is a meeting of two completely separate offensive looks. You have the Edgewood Warriors, who are coming in there with a big-time passing attack. Tony Hall comes into this game, 1,605 yards in the air. He's got 20 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. You've got Conneaut coming into this one, the complete opposite. They've got two rushers with almost 1,000 yards. Max Gleason actually has 1,015 yards. Wyatt Payne has 965. They like to run the ball. That's where they're going to make their money. It is played for Gary at Conneaut tonight, but I think tonight Edgewood is coming off of 2 big losses off of, against a very good Geneva team and a very good Madison team. I think Edgewood is trying to get back on the horse. I think Air is going to win the night. Give me the Warriors.
Husey.
Yeah, I'm taking Edgewood also to pull it off.
Furdog.
Give me Edgewood. And
G.
in honor of Big Mike, give me Edgewood.
No.
Right on cue.
Big Chip.
I'm going with Edgewood too. I think that they'll probably win 10 to 14 points. I'm going.
Okay. Next game is our feature between Garrettsville Garfield and Newton Falls. CJ Bako has us covered. CJ was out in the rain last night, folks. Just getting drenched in that downpour and showcase in our group chat. So shout out to him. Let's go to Gary. Garfield or Newton Falls?
Look, the G-Men have been rolling this year. They're a big team that beats you up. I am not picking against them, and I will let Christopher take my next point.
Picking up where Gary left off, Keegan Sell, the running back's going to tear it up. Give me the G-Men.
Husey.
Yeah, the G-Men are a juggernaut this year. Give me the G-Men.
Listen, if Keegan is selling, I'm buying. Give me the G-Men tonight.
Glenville at Archbishop Hoban. Alec Caberna has the call. A lot of people tuning in last week for the Welsh Jesuit versus Hoban. A lot of people going to be tuning in for Glenville at Hoban, ladies and gentlemen. We got a dandy for you. Sammy, who do you like in this one?
This one is tough. Glenville is Glenville. They are fast. They are strong. They win big games. They've got 2 losses this year, which is something that they're not used to. But Hoban is one of those teams that I think nationally people are expecting big things from. The last time Glenville played a team of this caliber was IMG Academy. It did not go in their favor, and it's not going to go tonight. Company guy, give me Hoban, baby.
Husey.
I'm taking Hoban also.
The Knights. Birdo.
This one's so tough because Glenville is so good. And I mean, their 2 losses are to IMG and Avon. Give me Hoban. I'm a company guy.
That's my guy. G.
Yeah, that Glenville team, definitely a tough team, but I do not see Hoban going down tonight. I'm going with Hoban big.
Get the brooms out, baby. Sweep it up with those swords. Parma Heights holy name against Canfield. Eric Hughes and the legend himself, Gary Niddle, have the call live from Canfield, Bob Dove Stadium. Hughesy, what do you know about this one? Who you taking?
Give me the Cardinals.
Good enough for me. Sammy.
Isn't this a replay of the, what was a regional final last year? Isn't that who Canfield played?
Correct.
Yeah, this is one of those games that, I think they're looking at this. Holy Name is actually looking at this as a revenge game because Canfield was able to get them. And I think Canfield is an attainable goal for them now because they are a completely different look as a team. With all that being said, I'm still taking the Cardinals. Give me Canfield, baby.
For her.
Holy Name coming into this game 2-5, and Canfield coming in 3-3. This is going to be a very interesting game, but I have learned in these previous weeks that the Battle of 224 is legit. So give me Canfield.
I'm gonna go with what everybody else said. I just think the Cardinals could be too much tonight. Definitely going to try to go out and show them that last year wasn't a fluke and is going to continue this year. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Interesting pick, Mr. Colucci. Knowing that you don't like picking those teams on 224, why is it now that you all of a sudden picking those teams on 224? Any hot dog reasons out there? Or
Nope.
no? If you're not busy, by the way, if you're not busy this Sunday, come on out to Route 224 and check out. There's going to be a guy in a hot dog costume with all the works on it. By the way, we made sure it had all the works on it. We went to one of those spirit stores on last weekend. Christopher Colucci will be promoting teams on 224 this Sunday at some point. No, he won't, because he will be at the game.
Oh, shoot. Next weekend.
Next weekend we'll do it. We'll do it. All right. So
Rain, shine,
can't do it on
snow,
Ravens
whatever.
Week. Yeah, hot dog and snow. That's what everybody wants to see. Hot dog and snow. All right.
Tell me you're
let's
from
go.
Ohio.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Guys, by the way, keep an eye on that Canfield game. Parma Heights Holy Name. They have played every team they've played very tough through 4 quarters. They've had a couple comeback wins in the 4th quarter against all odds. If Canfield doesn't play 4 quarters tonight, watch for Holy Name to get a sneak from behind victory. So keep an eye on that game as it goes on tonight. Husey, I know you'll have both eyes on it. Everybody else keep one. Let's go. Howland and Cheney. Noah Ricks has this one covered for us. Gary, I know you're a Tiger guy, but do the Cowboys come riding in tonight and walk out with a victory?
Yeah, it's tough to go against the Tiger team, but I do not see it happening tonight. Cheney, too tough, too much. With the Cowboys.
Ferducci.
Yeah. Cowboys just looking on fire so far. Give me the Cowboys.
All right. Husey?
Yeah, Cheney plays a very physical brand of football, and Allen's really going to have their work cut out for him. I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one.
Samuel.
Yeah, I think I made the wrong call last week when I called Mooney over Cheney. So I'm going to right the ship this week and take Cheney because Mooney's the real deal. So if they can beat them, I think they're going to be in the driver's seat for this Howland game.
We jump over to the NE8 where Hubbard taking on Lakeview at Lakeview. Jamie Thompson, Zach Svensson have the coverage for us tonight. Another NE8 battle, gentlemen. Let's go to the NE8 expert and a 4-time NE8 champion. Let's go, Christopher Colucci.
Well, if we're going to be correct here, it's 7-time with wrestling and football, but who's counting? NE8, it's tough this year. Lakeview's coming in. They have a lot of good kids. Easton, he got hurt in the South Range game. I don't know if he's been back yet, and it's kind of hurt Lakeview a little bit. And if he's playing tonight, which I have no idea if he is or he isn't, it's going to be a very big impact on the game. And Hubbard's Hubbard. I mean, they're really good. They're kind of back behind in the NE8, but it's just because the NE8 is so freaking tough this year. It's tough a pick this week, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Lakeview. Lakeview has Lakeview gotten a NE8 win this season?
That's a good question. I don't know offhand.
Looking that up.
I know they got close with South Range.
Yeah.
They are 0-4.
Yep.
Goose eggs.
Beat by Struthers last week.
Yep.
You're saying they're going to pick up their first win of the
You're gonna
NE8
pick-
season tonight.
Yep. Tonight.
Picking against Hubbard. That's a gutsy move on this show. Gary Altizer, what say you?
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit tougher pick, but I do think that Hubbard, their record is deceiving, like Chris said. I think that they're a tough team, and I think that this will be probably close through 3 quarters. And then I see at the end, I'm going to go with the Eagles just coming out on top, touchdown, 10 points.
1-1. Husey, what do you have?
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles in this one also.
Eagles fly with you. Sam?
Listen, I'm going with Hubbard, and based on one thing, and it's the Beaver local win last week. That one is one I think that's going to hold a lot of weight, at least in my mind. Beaver local's a real deal team. I think that will come up. Give me Hubbard.
All right, next game, Lakeside at Geneva. Sam, you and Sean have this one covered. There's a little bit of strategery to go in at this one. Talk to me about this matchup.
Yeah, so this is another rivalry game. You guys are going to get sick of hearing me say the word rivalry. I promise you that. The War for 84 trophy is something that they've been fighting for the last couple of years on this one. The two biggest schools in Ashtabula County going against each other, and it couldn't be they couldn't be further apart when it comes to how the season is going. Geneva has been lights out. That's all there is to it. They've got one of the best running back fields in the state of Ohio. Lakeside's going to have to go out there. I think Lakeside is going to match up with them well when it comes to size. Lakeside has arguably the best offensive line in the county. Really big boys who are going to be able to open up holes for guys like Devin Miller, Nate Bartone, and Caleb Stitt. It's going to be all about the defense and who is going to step up in this game. I'm going long shot here. Give me Lakeside.
Husey.
Lakeside.
Fur.
Keep that train rolling. Give me Lakeside.
GA.
I'm gonna have to go lone wolf on this one, man. That Geneva team is tough. I just can't bring myself to go against them. I'm going with Geneva.
Put that lone wolf cap on and blow the trumpet, man.
Interesting little tidbit about this game before we move on. Last year, similar look in this where Lakeside was a little bit down. Geneva was way up. Geneva does win that game. It was only 6 points they score in the last quarter to win that game. That has never sat well with Lakeside.
Interesting. All right. Well, we move from what'd you call it? The War of 84?
The War for 84, baby.
War for 84. Okay. I guess of would be like 1984. So that's probably not right. We're a little bit behind up in Ashtabula County trying to fight for that trophy. We go from the War 484 to the Spaghetti Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Lisbon and Leetonia going head-to-head at Leetonia. Rick Daly has the call for us. And inevitably, if you're watching this game, you will hear the voice of yesteryear, Mr. Ron Potesta, in the background as he's the PA announcer. I tried to get through that without laughing. So as the story goes, as we've been told, is the loser of this game had to serve the winner a spaghetti dinner. So that's not the case anymore, as I understand it. However, Lisbon is on that streak, and Leetonia is known to bring out some of their trickery in big games like this. So, Sam, Lisbon, or Leetonia?
Let me start off by saying I have been looking forward to this show all week to find out what the Spaghetti Bowl was about, because I was way too self-conscious to ask about it in the group chat. And I'm really excited that I know what this game is about tonight. I think Leetonia better get their silverware out because they will be serving Lisbon tonight. Give me the Blue Devils to win.
Ty Bartell pops in the show.
Yeah.
What's up, Ty?
Not much. I got the manager's call for the bullpen, and you needed the closer for the second half of the show, so I figured I'd pop on. No, and you're talking about this one. I can't go up against Coach Altimore, though, DJ. I mean, look at the wins. United, Valley Christian, back-to-back weeks. That's all I need. I'm sold.
All right, Fur.
Gimme Lisbon.
Oh, I thought he was going Leetonia. I thought I heard the L-E-E. All right, Gary Altizer, who do you have in this one?
You know what? This Leetonia team has been fighting all year. The Carson Brock kid, I think he's over 1,000 yards now for the season. And I think Sifsky's right on his tail as far as the EOAC goes. He's over 900 yards. I expected Leetonia to come out and, just swing, throw the Hail Marys, do whatever they can. But this Lisbon team has started to play some really nice football, and I just think they're just too much for this Bears team. I'm going with the Blue Devils.
Eric, you tried to dodge the pick by skipping yourself and going to the other side.
Yeah, he gone, man. He just took off.
Is he
My
there?
turn now.
That usually
Yeah.
means you, Husey.
All right. Just asking. I'm going to say Lisbon.
All right.
Is that a sweep?
Let's go next. Yes, that is a sweep. Get the old spaghetti sweeper out here. Massillon, Washington at Austintown. Fitch, our very own Ty Bartell shares the exclusive rights to this game that there's going to be a ton of eyes on at the kickoff. Will there be a ton of eyes on it at the game's end? Ty, what do you know about this game?
I know that anytime that Massillon, Washington is on the road, which is usually only about 2 or 3 times in a year, they bring about the entire town of Massillon with them on those road games. So there's going to be plenty of Tiger faithful in attendance tonight, too. This is going to be a tough matchup for Fitch, to say the least. I mean, there's no getting around it. Massillon is on a tear. They beat St. Ed's, albeit it was against St. Ed's backup because their starter was hurt in that one. But still, you talk about beating St. Ed's, that's still a huge win for Massillon, Washington, back-to-back years, too, for the Tigers. This is one of the best teams in Division II. This is a team that they expect in the region and in the overall scheme of Division II to be talked about in the Canton realm in the state Final Four. When all said and done, we'll have to see. But, of course, I'm not going to ride against my Falcons, too. I'm going to say it's going to be an upset, and it's going to be a big one, too. We're going to be partying in Austintown tonight, baby.
Fly, Falcons, fly. All right, Sam, who do you got in this one?
Listen, what better team to earn your stripes against than the Massillon Tigers? Give me Fitch.
Hughes.
Yeah, I got Fitch pulling it out also.
Love it.
Fur.
Give me Fitch.
Oh,
You just had to defer it to Gary. You had to defer this.
I'm sorry, Gary. I know it's coming up. I mean, Massillon is such a good team. Respectfully, they're one of the best teams in the state. They beat St. Ed's last year's Division I state champs. I mean, Washington's very good. We'll see in Canton when they're the second best team when Hoban beats them. But tonight, Fitch is going to beat them. So going into the state championship, Massillon's record at the end of the season is going to be 14-2 at the end of the day. At the end of the year, 14-2
like
with the
that.
2 losses against Fitch and Hoban.
I
So,
like
yeah,
those
there's
picks
my
too.
pick.
I like those picks too, for sure.
I'm a company guy. I'm a company
we
guy.
got a new champion to crown, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Colucci. All right, G, who do you got?
Hey, man, Fitch having a great year. They're playing good football. They've
Uh-oh.
won some, really good games. But look, man, I'm sorry if I'm being honest. I just can't go with. I'm a company man. Listen, I bleed orange and black. But if I didn't bleed orange and black, I'd bleed YSN's red, white, and blue. But saying that, I can't go against Massillon, guys. Sorry.
There's always got to be one of us that plays the trumpet, Gary. That's all right.
That's it. That's me.
Go ahead, Louis. Louis Armstrong. Awesome. I mean, listen, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not that this is trying to change your mind, Gary, but at the end of the day, Fitch has had 2 weeks to prepare for this.
True.
This is an interesting matchup to me when you've got 2 weeks to prepare for anybody, and this could be a signature win that not only gets Fitch into the playoffs by itself, but sends them to an unbelievable home game against some tough competition there in D2. So just saying, not saying. Mineral
And they're
Ridge
home.
at Springfield. Noah Doty and CJ Schroeds have the call for us. Let's start with Gary this time.
I'm sorry. You cut out on me. What was that? What did my internet cut out, man? Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mineral Ridge at Springfield. The battle of the black and orange.
Look, Springfield started out the year with some tough competition. It took one or two losses, and I said it before. I didn't see them losing again the rest of the season. Hey, the Rams are a tough team, tough program, but I don't see this Tigers team slowing down. I'm going with Springfield.
Respectively, I pick I root for Springfield 8 out of the 10 weeks of the season. One side because of my alma mater and one side because of family. Give me Springfield tonight.
Yeah, I'm taking Springfield also. They had a couple tough losses off there against tough competition, but they've really been rolling since then. They got a big win against Western Reserve last week. That was supposed to be a great game. They won by 19 points, and I think they won by more tonight against Mineral Ridge.
Listen, this is going to be a tough pick for me because I know last year's teams are two different teams, but the Rams were a team that pushed Springfield to the limit. 20-12, Springfield won in last year's contest with the Rams. This one, you said it's at Springfield, though?
Don't steal my joke now.
It is at Springfield, yes.
Yeah. At home, it's going to be too tough, I think, for Mineral Ridge. It's going to be close, I think. I think the Rams are going to give them a run, but I think Springfield's going to pull off the edge at home.
It is senior night as well for Springfield.
That's added advantage
Samuel.
right there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If it's after week 4, I don't pick against Springfield, and I ain't starting today. Give me Springfield.
Poland at Girard. Girard with a tough task last week. Doesn't get any easier this week against Poland. Poland's still trying to stay in that NE8 race with South Range. Matt Marr, Jordan Barber have the call for us from Arrowhead Stadium. Sam, who do you have?
The NE8 is just nonstop. Like, I don't know how any team in that conference catches their breath ever because it's dog after dog after dog. Poland, I've been rocking with them for most of the year this year. Girard has been fantastic, but I think tonight Poland still sees that glimmer of hope at the conference championship. They're going to continue to fight. Give me Poland.
Yeah, Poland's defense has looked really good too, and I mean, you talk about the most points they gave up was 21 to South Range, and that's pretty solid defense amongst 18 seniors this year. I'm going with the Dogs tonight.
I'm taking Girard by multiple scores.
There it is.
Okay, then. Since he said it, give me Girard.
Hey, Girard's a good team, good program.
Oh, boy.
Done lots of good things. But this Bulldogs team, I just feel like is on a different level. I think it'll probably be close for a half or 3 quarters, but I think the Bulldogs will pull away. Give me a touchdown or 2 win for Poland.
Nice little 3-2
Salem.
edge for the
Salem at Carrollton, gentlemen. Matt Mowry, Jared Niederheiser have the call for us tonight. Salem, word on the street is if they go on a streak here and win out, they get into the playoffs, and that's the new goal for the Quakers. Does it start tonight? Sam Torres.
This is a tough one. I'll be honest with you because I had to really kind of familiarize myself with Carrollton, and I think Salem's had a rough go of it. Carrollton at 4-3 is a tall task. I'm going with it. Give me Salem in this one. Give me Salem.
I rode with the Quakers to get their first win last week. I'm playing the scumbag trumpet this week. Give me Carrollton.
Yeah, I picked Salem
Easy.
last week. As you guys remember, they did not disappoint. They came out dumb. I expect to do the same this week.
I'm a company guy. Give me Salem.
Oh, Burr.
Hey, listen, Carrollton, coached by the only coach in Columbiana County history to win a state championship in Jim Salimas. They are down this year, but they are still a tough team, and he's still a great coach. Hats off to Salem for getting that win last week, but I just don't think they can get it done tonight. I'm going with the Warriors.
All right, I know I'm delayed, so Sammy, you're gonna have to take over for me. I'll try to give you the matchups here.
Okay.
This one's gonna be United at Wellsville. Gary and Jason have it. Gary, start us out.
Hey, tough task here for the Tigers, this young Tigers team. They've lost 4 of their 5 starting offensive linemen, the starting running back. Last week, it was tied up at 14 at halftime with East Palestine, and in the second quarter, the starting quarterback and best offensive weapon, Terrell Watkins, both went out. This is a young team that's really taking their lumps this year, but they're coming out and fighting every single week. This United team's just probably going to be too much for the Tigers to really handle Luke Courtney. But if they can keep him under wraps, and if they can try to keep the score down and play some control the clock ball, they can keep it close. Listen, I'm born and raised Wellsville guy, and I will never pick against my guys, even though tonight's going to be a tough matchup. Give me the Tigers.
A lot of love for the Tigers. Which way are we going, Sam? This way or this way?
Let's just go this way. Yeah, we'll go you, me, and then Fur.
All right, Gary. I mean, I love your love for the Tigers, and I respect that. But Luke Courtney is the Swiss Army knife of football right now, so I gotta go with United in a nice win.
Yeah, you know what? I love those Wellsville colors. I've said numerous times, best baseball jerseys in the state of Ohio. But tonight they're going against a guy that throws the ball, kicks the ball, passes the ball, catches the ball, changes your oil, and serves you lunch. Luke Courtney is a be-all, end-all, and because of that, give me the U.
Yeah, tonight's going to be tough challenge for Wellsville. Luke Courtney's just super good. He's super good. I'm going to have to go with United. Sorry, Gary.
That's okay.
I'm actually going to go Wellsville on this one. Courtney's a great player, but one player does not make up the whole team. I think Wells is going to pull it out.
All right.
He's back.
Oh, there we go. The return. Justin.
Where we go?
We just got finished with Wellsville United, brother.
All right, hang on. I'm trying to catch up now. Computer. Let's go. VASJ at Ursuline. Tim Corso, Julian Johnson have the call for us tonight. Ty, who do you like in this one?
I like Ursuline, and I think I like Ursuline probably the rest of the way through. I think this is an Irish team bound and determined.
Sam.
Listen, your track to a championship goes through very, very tough teams and very, very tough players. Villa Angela St. Joseph's has one of the best, if not the best, football player in Ohio, and his name just happens to be Bo Jackson. You can't write this stuff. It's incredible that this guy is not only a great football player, he's also a great baseball player with like a 572 slugging percentage, and he's one of the top track runners in the state as well. And I think he averages something like 16.2 points a game as a point guard for them. It's a tall task. It doesn't matter. It's Ursuline, and Ursuline by a lot.
Ohio has cloning technology confirmed.
I had to go back and confirm that this kid's name was Bo Jackson because they scrimmaged Jefferson in the offseason, and they kept telling me, yeah, that kid's Bo Jackson. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, and he wears number 34 as well. Yep, the kid's name is actually – yes, he does.
He's literally he's reincarnate Bo Jackson.
His real name, if you look him up on any of these recruiting sites, Bo Jackson. I said he has got some shoes to fill, and he's doing a good job. He ain't doing them tonight.
Does anybody else feel like they're going to get the Techno Bowl? Like,
Me and Eric aren't that old.
oh gosh, that's on you, baby, not on us. We love Techno.
We'll get a wee out for you, Fur.
Probably better than Madden.
Eric, this is usually where you chime in.
Well, I did chime in. I said Tecmo Bowl is probably better than modern 9 games.
Yeah, who's
But
your
if you're
pick?
asking about, oh yeah, I'm taking Ursa. They're not losing another game the rest of the season.
Hot Take just wanted the spotlight. That's all he wanted right there. For
Give me Ursuline.
GA.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to pick against them now. This will probably be a great game. It'll be a fun one to go watch, but I just can't pick against the Irish.
Warren G. Harding takes on Cardinal Mooney. Mooney coming off that tough loss. Dom O'Brien has us covered. GA, who do you think takes this one? The Raiders or the Cardinals?
I'm going to go with the Cardinals getting back on the right track tonight.
For
Yeah, I'm sticking with Gary. Give me the Cardinals.
surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I'm going to take Mooney also. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last week with the scumbag picks. Give me Mooney.
Sam.
Give me Mooney. I don't think I've picked him all year, and I've looked like a fool more times than I should have.
Ty.
Oop, this is a Raiders team too that's going to bring that similar kind of physicality that Chaney did, and I think Chaney's a perfect team that kind of prepped Mooney for this week. Give me the Cardinals.
Tyler Hartz and the Grand Valley students covering us for the Cardinal at Grand Valley game. Samuel Torres, elaborate.
Yeah, so this one, Cardinal coming into this one 4-3. Grand Valley coming into this one 2-5. Grand Valley's had some wins this year, including an overtime win. Things are starting to look better for them, but it's still, I don't know if they're going to have enough tonight to beat Cardinal. Cardinal is very good and very big. Their offensive line, this is probably the biggest one Grand Valley is going to see. I think it's going to be a tough pick. I hate doing this. It feels like a double scumbag pick, but I'm going Cardinal on this one.
All right. Eric?
I'm taking Grand Valley.
Now I look even worse.
Yeah, Sam.
Everyone else
You're
that's
just a
not-
jerk. You're just a jerk, Sam. Give me Cardinal.
I'm going with Cardinal too.
Wow.
feel
We got a
less-
whole band full of scumbags.
Yeah, I might as well join with my my solo too. Give me Cardinal. I would have definitely
Good for
gone
you,
Grand
Eric
Valley
Hughes.
if everybody that wasn't the Ashtabula County guy picked Grand Valley. I would have definitely jumped on that. train.
Listen, guys, it's a scumbag quartet.
Wow. Wow. Grand Valley, I got your back. I'll take you. Alliance at West Branch. West Branch been on a roll. Alliance looks really good as well. They've got some playmakers. This one, gentlemen, Chris Sigler has the call for us. This is going to be the separator in points this week. Ty, who you taking?
I got to go West Branch. I think that they found their groove. Bo Alazos is bringing all the sauce each and every week, and I love what he's doing, and I'm going to go Warriors.
Listen, VASJ's got their bow. YSN has our bow. I'm going with the Warriors.
Hughes.
West Branch.
Nice.
Hey, Alliance. See that man up there in that top corner? Get his email or something. Come on. Come to YSN. We want you. Until you sign, give me West Branch.
You just picked Cardinal.
You just picked.
Oh, my
my God.
I'm trying to save my record here.
As long as it stays above 500 in his picks for YSN, he's doing all right for himself.
GA.
This is going to be a tough game. I think this will be close, but I'm going to go with the Warriors.
Atta boy. Beaver Local and Indian Creek. McNuggies makes his triumphant return yet again from Waynesburg. GA, who do you got in this one?
Hey, Beaver Locals, they're a good team. They have a really explosive player there, on the offensive side of the ball. The kid can score 7 times in one game if he wants. Indian Creek's an improving team, down there in Wintersville, just outside of Steubenville, but I don't think that they're going to have the firepower to keep up. You're probably going to see some points scored tonight. I'm going with the Beavers big.
Fur.
Yeah, give me Beaver Local. They've been doing very well this year. Beaver Local.
Hughes.
Yeah, I'm taking Beaver Local also. I mean, that was a very tough loss against Hubbard, but I think they'll take it out Indian Creek tonight and get the win.
Sam.
If for no other reason other than I want to hear McNuggies say, touchdown Beavers, I'm going Beaver Local.
Ty.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Beaver local as well. As long as it's not an NE8 team, Beavers have been fine this season.
Nice. Very, very astute. I don't know. Investigation? I don't know what the word I'm looking for there. Doesn't
Like I
matter.
said last week, man, it's something about that
Observation.
for kryptonite.
Observation. There it was. Thanks. That's why you're the scholar, GA, not me. South Range at Niles. The last time the Raiders lost, ladies and gentlemen, in the NE8 was to the Niles Red Dragons. Do the Raiders carry that over? Can the Red Dragons carry that over into tonight's game at Bo Ryan Stadium? I'll have the coverage for you. Ty Bartel, what do you think?
I think playing Poland the week prior is really going to help Niles against South Range. I think they're going to be competitive, and I think it's going to be a tough one for South Range. But the Raiders have answered all the tests that I had early on in the season. And unfortunately, no disrespect to Niles. Niles wasn't one of them, and they still aren't one of them. I'm going Raiders.
Sam.
Ain't no way I'm picking against South Range this late. ever. Give me the Raiders, baby.
Hughes.
Give me the Raiders also.
Since South Range entered the NE8 in, I think it was 2019, whatever, first year, my freshman year when we entered, South Range has played horrible at Niles. We just literally played horrible. We're 1-3 there. One loss coming to Niles, 2 losses coming to Kirtland. But South Range is going to knock back at that record. It's going to be 2-3 after tonight. Give me South Range.
It truly is the house of horrors, Chris. You're not lying there. There's a lot of things that have left a lot of eyebrows up in the air when the Raiders go into Bo Ryan Stadium. Gary, who takes this one?
Hey, that Niles team is tough. Obviously, they've got a crazy good offensive player there in the backfield. They went down to Beaver Local, who's a very tough team, and really made quick work of them. And I'll tell you what, that win really impressed me a lot and showed me what they're capable of. Saying all that, first week of the season, I don't know no disrespect to Springfield, or what I was thinking. I went with Springfield with the new stadium, and I literally was in second quarter at my game and read the scores and thought to myself, well, that was dumb to pick against South Range. And I said I wasn't doing it again this year. So I'm going to go with the Raiders. But I do think this is going to be a fun and exciting game. And I think that, it's probably going to go back and forth for a while. But I just think South Range is too much.
I'm looking forward to it. Next game is Waterloo at Western Reserve. Chris Colucci has the call. They broke us up tonight there, Fur. What do you got in this one?
So we covered Waterloo a few weeks ago. They got a good quarterback. Jaden Haken, quarterback for Waterloo, did very good when they played McDonald. Unfortunately, they came up on the wrong side of the stick in that game. But Western Reserve took a hard loss last week to Springfield, going into Springfield's place, losing 26-7. But I think that Western Reserve is going to come out tonight. It's homecoming, home. They're going to come out. They're going to win tonight, get back on the winning streak, and I think they're going to win out.
Gary.
Yeah, I'm going with Chris. I think the same. Ditto.
Hughes.
Yeah, I'm taking Western Reserve to bounce back in this one.
Sam.
So, I've told you my issue with Waterloo is for the first 4 games of the season, I wasn't aware that they were an option. So I've been waiting for my chance. To pick the Vikings. And this week is not going to be it. Give me Western Reserve.
Yeah, I mean, the Blue Devils at home are just going to be a very tough team. Coming off of that loss to Springfield where it was a mismatch, it's going to be, I think, too much. Give me the Blue Devils.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time, we break into the Keystone State tonight for a big one. And I mean big one. Beaver Falls. Yes, the Joe Willie Namath Beaver Falls taking on Mohawk. Our team at Mohawk, Johnny O, an alum, has the call. Ty, who do you take in this one?
Give me the Hawk. I'm going Mohawk.
Sam.
I'm going to change this from a sword to a a Mohawk thing. Give me Mohawk.
A hatchet. That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Mohawk thing.
Oh, Husey.
Give me the Warriors.
Warriors.
Give me Mohawk.
Mohawk, Gary.
Hey, if you drive around Beaver Falls and you're like me, you like orange and black, you'll see it everywhere. I like driving around in that town. The times I have to go there to Pennsylvania, but the little bit I know of these teams, I'm going with Mohawk.
Mohawk it is with the first week sweep. Thanks to all the friends over at Mohawk. We're excited to get things going on the football side of things. We've had volleyball, we've had basketball, we've had baseball, we've had softball. We have not had football until tonight. Another record-breaking night for YSN. We're excited for that. You can watch on Mohawk's very own channel, ysnlive.com/Mohawk, to check out some Keystone football if you're interested. All right, boys, 3 games tomorrow on the docket for YSN. Fairport Harding at Ashtabula St. John. Samuel.
NAC battle in this one. It's going to be an interesting one. This is a legitimate rivalry game. These guys have been rivals since before St. John even got into the conference. 2 smaller schools going against each other. St. John coming up with a huge win at the end of regulation against Wyndham last week. They've got Vin Narducci with 1,626 yards passing, leading Ashtabula County. 14 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. They've got Will Anderson taking on the bulk of those for St. John with 944 yards receiving. He is number 1 in Division 7. He is number 15 in the state of Ohio. He is number 47 in the country. They throw the ball. They throw the ball very, very well. This one, I'm going St. John.
All right, Ty.
I'll ride the bandwagon with Sammy. Give me the Heralds.
Husey.
Yeah, I'm going to take St. John also.
Bert.
After Sam's very in-depth points, I have to go with Sam. Give me St. John.
GA.
I guess I got to be the scumbag. I'm going Fairport.
Scumbag royalty. Gary Altizer coming through. St. Thomas Aquinas at Warren JFK in Liberty. CJ Bako. Wait a minute. Oh, he's getting a doubleheader. CJ's got a doubleheader tomorrow. Who's got Warren JFK? Ty.
Yeah, give me Warren JFK, and I give CJ Bako Rookie of the Year for YSN.
That dude's earning his varsity letter for sure.
Listen, JFK's been looking for something to kind of get their confidence back, get back on the right side. St. Thomas is going to be the one that gives it back to him. Give me JFK.
Husey.
Yeah, I'm taking JFK also. I mean, they've been struggling lately, but I think this is a really good matchup for them. So give me JFK.
Fur.
JFK.
GA.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles. I think that it's about time, and I think this is a good matchup for it to happen.
And then the nightcap. Southern. Valley Christian. The Fighting. Andy Hakes. The Screaming Eagles. And by the way, for anybody that wants to know, good friends need to know this. Andy Hake has purchased a Macho Man Randy Savage costume for Halloween. It's real, and it is glorious. And maybe it'll be my spark. Who takes this one? The Macho Men or the Fighting Indians of Southern Local? Gary.
Hey, Southern Local, they're quietly, 5-2, I think, right now on the season. Their 2 losses were close ones. They are not the kind of they're not real explosive, but they're the kind of team that wears you down. In the first half, they're just kind of running the ball. Second half of the game, they really start to wear out the defense, and then that's when you see the big plays from the 4-headed running backs that they have. I think that they're just going to be too much for the Eagles tonight. I think Macho Man is going to go down here and shock the crowd. I'm going with the Indians.
Just an update, not trying to correct you. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
Okay, tomorrow night. Sorry.
No, you're good.
This one's tough. Hake's team has been struggling to this point so far. Southern has some dogs on their team. I'm gonna have to give me Southern.
All right. Hughes.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Boom! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Dig it! All right, Sammy.
Listen, this one is honest to God the hardest one I've had to pick all day. I am as big a Hake-a-maniac as they come. I love that guy. I love Valley Christian, but my couch is nowhere near comfortable enough for me to pick them in this one. Give me Southern.
Oh no! Ty.
This is fun too. As this winds down, there is 4 teams in the UAC with 1 loss, all tied at the top, and Lisbon and United joined these 2 teams as that, and they all play each other in the next couple weeks. So it's going to be high stakes. With this one being not in the Wigwam, I think it's going to be huge for Valley Christian. I think it's going to be big enough for them to get the win. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh yeah! Dig it! Look at that guy. I love him. Absolutely. I love him. I love him like a brother, like all of you. He's one of us. All right, gentlemen, you know what time it is. Great picks. Great picks. It is time for the Joe Dickey Electric. What's Your Spark? Presented by Joe Dickey Electric. Anything commercial, industrial, residential, anything electrical. Head on over to DickeyElectric.com. Tell them your sports network sent you. All right, I'm going to try to do this on my phone. I've never done this before. Try to make you guys full screen. Let's try this. Let's go Ty Bartell first.
My spark is just simply getting back into some communities I hadn't been able to get to in a while. So getting back to the Campbell Memorial Red Devil community these last couple of days, and just all the outpouring of love and support that they show not only me but our company as well too. You got a great community over there, Camel, and I absolutely love making stops by there every time I can. Love you, Soup City.
All right, Samuel Torres.
All right, so my spark this week, I am stealing the thunder, or I guess the method, from Gary. I always talk about football. I always talk about all the great things that are happening on the football side of things. There's some great things going on in volleyball right here in Ashtabula County, including the St. John Heralds winning their back-to-back NAC championships. They've only been in the conference for 2 years. They've been champs for 2 years. And also want to send a special shout out. My spark is getting to see all these athletes achieve big time numbers. And Helena Edgar over in Jefferson breaks the all-time school record for assist with, check out this number, 1,776. 1776, a number I'm pretty sure Hake would approve of. That's my spark.
This one's for America. Hughesy.
Oh, my spark. It's week 8 already. It's been a great season, by the way, for football and volleyball. But it's October 6th, week 8, and it's still 72 degrees out. What kind of stuff is this, Mother Nature? Can we get some actual football weather? The regular season's almost over. Playoffs are about to start. It still feels like summer out here.
Well, you're about to find out real quick, son. You're gonna find out today. I'm sorry. Let's go first.
Mine is that Western Reserve has just opened up their arms to us and YSN and to me, welcoming us there. And I'm so excited to call my first game at Western Reserve and hope to continue that on. And I'm just excited to be out there and happy to work for a great company and blessed to see another day.
All right, GA. We know what's coming. Give it to us.
Hey, when I started doing this, DJ and we started following the Wellsville volleyball team around. And last night, Tim McNichol and I, we got to call the volleyball team's game. These girls have been dominant over those 6 years, but this year things are down a little bit. They went 4 games. They went to 5 sets. They've lost super close games, matches. They played 3 teams. They played 6 games versus 3 teams that are in the top 11 of the state. And last night they were able to dig deep, come out and with a win over Columbiana's first loss of the season. These girls have overcome so much in the last 12 months. They lost their head coach. They lost the athletic director, gym teacher at the school, and even a bus driver. They've had a lot of heartache And last night we saw them dig deep. They were down 2-1. They came back and won set 4, and then in set 5, Presley Stokes was absolutely dominant, and you see why she's going D1 in volleyball. Wellsville Lady Tigers volleyball team, you're my spark.
And I have to do mine too. Oh man, here we go. All right, so mine is, first off, I got a double spark. Technology stinks, because if it's not going your way, it's awful. The internet is still an issue with us. We're trying, we're working. Trust me, we're trying to get that taken care of. But yeah, it's a little bit frustrating at times. Thought we had it figured out, but the wizard behind the curtain continues to do what he does and patch things together. The second one for me is listen. So at the end of the day, when you're a parent or an uncle or anything like that, or you're in charge or any leadership role, it is very challenging to have someone tell you that that person, that son, daughter, whatever it is, that niece, that nephew, that person is not living up to the standards of which you guys provide. It is such a challenge because you take it personally. However, when there's a breakthrough, when there are times that ceiling is shattered, the immense pride that you have for that person, whatever instruction they're receiving, whoever the people are around them, I can't tell you enough how proud I am across the board, because it's been 8 weeks of a lot of challenges for yours truly, but everybody is cracking through that ceiling and big things are happening without anybody grabbing their ego and saying it's because of me. It's because of me. It's because of us always. And I love seeing it, hearing it, and most of all, being a part of it. And you 5 gentlemen are a big reason why. So thank you. And all of you watching and listening are a big reason why as well. So we thank you as well. That is going to do it for our show today. Appreciate you tuning in. For Ty Bartel, for Sam Torres, Eric Hughes, Chris Colucci, and Gary Altizer, my name is DJ Yoakley. This has been the YSN Power Hour, brought to you exclusively by Toyota of Warren. Have a great night. We'll see you at 7 o'clock right here. 25 games on the network.